Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, what up? You already know what it is. Brick City's finest, JD and Dave back at y'all with another No Country. It been a minute, but we back again. You know what it is.
Back at your ass.
Yeah, that's right. If you up in here, y'all already know what it is. Do the likes, do the subscribes, do all of that stuff there and things of that nature.
It's
and
easy. You already
Dave,
here.
what's good with you, bro? How you today?
Chilling on it, man. You know, I'm trying to, be my natural wash self, and just in here, checking out these trailers and this nerd shit that we be on No Country. How you been?
You know, same old shit. We've been running around, traveling, working. Just came back from D-Town working on something, and we just, trying to keep the momentum going. You already know what it is.
Seen you on IG with the Goldfinger nude colored eye patch on and shit, looking like you was in a still video from the 90s.
Yeah. You already know, man. I'm trying to get some characters up in here, man. We need some of that going on. But yeah, right now on No Country with JD and Dave, we about to look into a couple of things. Right now, what we got for y'all right here is The Last of Us trailer coming out on the show that's coming out on HBOMax. I'm a big fan of the video game. I mean, the first one at least.
Yeah.
We both like Pedro Pascal.
Yep.
You know,
he out there getting these franchise dollars. He's a Mandalorian now. He's Joel from Last of Us, bro. Like, leave some money on the table for everybody else, dog.
I told you he got it. Nah, bro, he got to make up for that Wonder Woman bull.
Yeah, now you remember what I said? I called that character Max, Lord.
Yeah, that was bad. But yeah, I figured they said, yo, the next 10 you just gonna be fired. You do this one, next 10 we get you gonna be fired. But yeah, we about to do this Last of Us 2 trailer. Y'all already know what it is.
Boom, Last of Us, HBOMax. Let's go.
That's right.
The roses have faded, there's frost at my door. The birds in the morning don't sing anymore. The grass in the valley is starting to die, and out in the darkness the whippoorwills cry.
That song hard. I don't know what it is, but it's hard.
Darkness is falling, the sky has turned gray. A hound in the distance is starting to fade.
Ooh, they got the clickers. Ooh, I remember that scene.
Forsaken by fate and by man. Oh Lord, if you hear me, please hold my hand. Alone and forsaken by fate and by man. Oh Lord,
this is your chance.
Hear me, please hold my hand.
Our best shot.
Hold my hand.
You keep her alive.
Hold my hand. Please hold my hand.
And you set everything right.
Hold my hand. Please hold my hand.
Oh.
Say who you can say.
Oh, please understand.
Okay. All right. I mean,
Right.
as far as I feel about it, especially as far as the source material goes, it's looking okay to me. It looked like they actually doing obviously the first storyline from the first game.
Yeah.
It looked like it's mixed in with some of that the DLC with her and the girlfriend.
Okay.
That looked like they got a shorty in there. What's the black girl name with the nose? Cutie that was in Wrinkle in Time. The youngin.
Stormy Reed.
Storm Reed. Yeah, that was her, wasn't it? Wasn't that her?
I don't know.
With the blonde hair. Scrub it real quick. I think that was her. I think that was Storm Reed. And if they're going to throw her in there,
Set everything. You keep her alive.
yeah. But yeah, it looked like I said, it looked like they're gonna do like definitely it's touching on the first game, and it looked like I said, if they doing flashback to before, Then
Yeah.
they doing some of the DLC also. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. Look like they're
Yeah.
gonna definitely try to give it they're gonna try to do a Walking Dead with it, obviously.
Yeah. I think they're gonna HBOize The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Make it a little more, um, Emmy award winning as opposed to Walking Dead kind of being more of a procedural. But HBO, as you know, professionally, they don't really be missing like that. Like it's
Yeah,
with the
well,
series.
when it comes to this type of stuff, like how they did Watchmen, or you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
how they do certain stuff. Yeah, when they get in their bag, they be in their
Yeah.
bag. This was
Yeah.
something that was kind of already, you know what I'm saying, kind of
Yeah.
pre-made. You would have to kind of actively mess this up.
No, and I mean that's the thing with a lot of these things, with a lot of these video game film
Like
properties.
Uncharted.
I was going there. You know what I'm saying? It's like they already got it set up for you, man. They got everything kind of like mapped in place, and like playing the Uncharted series is like playing a movie already. So in my mind, Assassin's Creed, the same kind of thing. You
Mm.
would think that would translate a lot easier into a screenplay kind of situation, but then they throw the Yui Bowls of the world at it, and it just kind of ends up cheeks. The funny thing about that is, I knew we was going to talk about this. Um, until we see what this looks like, the most successful video game like live adaptation, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
I watched the second one when I was traveling recently, and I was like, why are they just nailing it? Like they giving you like minimized expectations. They're killing the characters, they're killing the voices. This one introduces Tails and Knuckles. They murder that. Jim Carrey gets off. And it's like,
And ain't Idris is Knuckles, ain't he?
yeah, it just is Knuckles, yeah, and he
Right.
killed it. I mean, it's so simple to they homage the game without being too on the nose, and it worked. And the way this Last of Us trailer is looking, um, hopefully they're kind of just sticking to the basics of what like you just got to make what the video game shows you, and just you know, you might want to kind of ape that, which might cancel it out because The Last of Us is already a really compelling narrative and video game kind of story. So if the movie's not matching the game, it's like
Yo, like I said, man, I don't understand why, whether it's from a comic book or a video game or whatever, if they already storyboarded it for you, if they already laid the beats out for you, you could do anything you want in between the beats. But if they already laid that out for you, then why, how do you not either even do that, or how do you mess it up? Like if you
you
don't
know
have an idea, you could just lean back on that. You know
you
what I'm
already
saying?
know how I feel about that.
But
You know how I feel about that.
But from what like I said in the trailer, it looks interesting. For what I saw, it looked like they're doing a lot of the first game.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that some of that was like the DLC thing, unless Storm Reed is playing Joel's daughter, but I don't know. That would be maybe.
That would be I feel like that would be a waste of because she's a big name. I think that would be kind of like a waste of that like level of star power in that kind of project because realize this is being pitched again. I always got to kind of keep this out there as much as it's gonna be for the gamers and the people who are familiar with the franchise. They're gonna pitch this at the audience that hasn't seen none of it. Same way they did with Watchmen. Because Watchmen,
Well,
like, you could have stumbled on Watchmen and not had the familiarity with the comic book, or even known it was a comic book and really enjoyed it like that. This, I'm sure, their prestige audience is not middle-aged gamers. It's the average person who would have watched, The Sopranos
yeah.
or whatever else they got on there. They're trying to draw them in.
Well,
You know,
that's what I was thinking. That's what I mean, like I said, I think that regardless of where somebody takes the source material from, I don't think that at the end of the day that they have the call to say, "Oh, we're making this for the fans." I think the studio normally 9 out of 10,
yeah,
to 99 out of 100% of the time, they make the movie for somebody who's never seen the source material, and
absolutely.
that is what I think sends people over the edge when they
Of
like,
course.
how did you fuck it up? Because it's like,
Yeah.
look, even if you wasn't going to do the source material, you shouldn't have got that far off of what it was.
It's easy, and I mean, I can understand in points where it's just kind of difficult to translate the screen, where you got to change certain things. But when it's just something that's automatically mapped out and storyboarded for actual film, even as you read it, it's like, why mess up what works? Just take the parts that work and just make that work. But
Right.
this looks dope, man. Pedro
Yeah.
Pascal. I'm not familiar with the actress that's playing the girl,
Ellie.
Ellie, but it looked like she's embodying the role. I doubt they put her in a series of this caliber without her, matching Pedro's energy. So yeah, I mean, it's a built-in watch though. I'm gonna definitely be there.
Definitely. Like I said, like I think the story really, the story is really what everybody wants to see. And I think that the fans of the game, which is what happens with, like I said, with books and stuff like that too. The fans of those things want to share those stories with people who not gonna bother playing the game or reading the book. So when they mess it up, that's when we like, nah, this ain't what I wanted you to see. Like, this ain't it. But then the average person, as long as the studio don't jack it up, the average person to be like, that was all right,
right.
It,
I feel like specifically from the nerd quotient, a lot of years, especially people our age, spent trying to make you understand, like, yo, we're not just weirdos. We're not just left of center counterculture dudes. This shit is dope. It's compelling. And what you want to see is a translation of that, an adaptation of that, that's actually on par with what we've been reading. Like, one of the things I was so proud of when The Dark Knight came out was like, I was like, yo, look, see, that's what I feel. You see how you feel, and you never read a Batman book before in your life. Only thing you ever seen was Batman Begins and the Michael Keaton Batman. You see how you feel after you seen The Dark Knight coming out of the theater? That's how I used to feel reading that shit. So when I wanted to, see these adaptations, I wasn't so beholden to the actual plot lines, but I'm like, that feeling that you get when you walk out of a Batman 89, when you walk out of a X-Men 2 Last Stand, Spider-Man 2, Avengers Endgame, when you don't know nothing about the source material and you're as thrilled as we were reading it, that's when I think you won. And I hope this is gonna be that same thing, because like you said, The Last of Us, at least the first one, I like you, didn't finish the second one. So, I really have the first one to go off of. It's a heavy ass, like, real defined and real intense story. So,
for sure.
it's so easy, like you said, it's storyboarded out to follow those major beats and get something compelling and dope, without changing up too much. Or if they go the route of like Rogan and them with The Boys and things like that, they change it but keep the energy of it. I mean, they can succeed. They got a lot of paths to success with this.
Yeah, I would say definitely though, from the trailer, what I saw a lot of, it seemed like it was a lot more people, a lot more activity.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, it depends, because it was certain places where there were people, but the game was mostly just you and her just being isolated.
Right.
And the game was pretty bleak. So I don't know. Yeah, I like and so
if you don't know nothing about the property, get your anxiety meds out. If you're gonna be stressed out, you're gonna be stressed.
Yeah, so anybody that don't know about it really definitely, like is gonna be in for like some depressing episodes, I'm pretty sure, like but yeah, I'm gassed for it.
If you dug The Walking Dead, but you're into a little bit more heady, kind of intellectualized level of it, or even more just gritty and like down to desperation, even more desperate than they was. More intimate, I would think. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So check out. I mean, that gives a thumbs up from over here on No Country. Definitely
Last of Us.
Last of Us, because Joel is a no country ass old man. So all day, bro.
100%.
So
100%.
let's
Joel
go.
is that dude.
Let's
He would
go.
have the shirt on. He would have the shirt on right now.
For sure.
But
So
Last
that's
of
what it
Us,
is. Y'all already know what it is.
HBO
No
Max.
country. JD and Dave. Check out Last of Us on HBO Max coming soon.
And check us out on No Country on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, bring it up at Thanksgiving, embarrass your kids at school, do whatever you gotta do, but just bring it in and get that merch.
Right.
Go fuck with the link tree. It's down there. You know, we in there, man.
That's right. Like you said, link tree, get the merch. Also, don't forget to check out the other videos we got. We got our She-Hulk reviews up. We also have other trailer reaction views up and a bunch of other silly stuff. So make sure y'all go back, look at some of the stuff. And we coming back at y'all with another one real soon. So y'all already know what it is. No Country, JD and Dave. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.